we got a call to want some spring wheat hauled in. So instead of me in January, the time it is right now, being a snowbird, enjoying the warmth, which is actually pretty warm out here right now. It's about 40, 46, 47, so that's awesome for being this part of January. But instead of me going down there and enjoying that, I'm taking a different recreation, and that is I'm taking a vacation, and there's the vac.
Somehow I got stuck with the 93.7. It's probably because it's got the automatic openers on the gates, and they felt sorry for me, so we'll see. But I'm heading over, gonna start that little motor on that backhoe conveyor, let it warm up, and then start moving some beasts, right? A little update on my arm if you guys are curious. Look at all that movement, it's just awesome. I still got to be careful though, because the only thing that's still holding my arm together is those metal screws and those plates, and without those things, oh man, I'd be in a world of hurt. My arm really doesn't hurt, it really doesn't, and I feel like I'm back to 100%. I really do feel like I can tackle the world, but I just got to be careful because I really can't. So, note to self, be careful of your environments, and don't injure yourself to the extent that makes your life a little bit more challenging. I learned something very valuable. Make sure the gates are shut. We don't want to be adding a bunch of product on the ground. Yeah, they look shut. Okay, let's start this beast. I'm sure it's just going to start so hard too. If only there was a key. Oh, look at that. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Let's check the gas. If it needs gas, I'll have to let the guys know. That's about half full. That's not too bad. Okay, just let that thing warm up, and then I'll start it and load the truck. Truck's loaded. Nick's gonna load his. Dad's got his truck. And brakes are off. Okay. There we go. Just a little tingle in the bone. Ah, little gear grinding. Feel a little shudder in my arm. But it's still together, so I'm gonna drive truck. It feels so good to be back to work, doing things productive. Don't get me wrong, spending time with my family is amazing, and I got a wonderful opportunity to spend so much time with my kids and my wife, and you know, that's been wonderful. But it's also been really, really nice to know that I can get back and start helping out on the farm, so that my brother and my dad don't have to pull more weight because I can't pull my own. So it's a good feeling, really good feeling. I'm not one to just sit on the sidelines and watch other people work. Unless they tell me not to work, then okay, well, I'll work with that. But a lot of working, huh? But yeah, this is great. Absolutely loving it. Here, we got a couple thousand bushels to haul, or like 7,000-8,000 bushels, maybe just a couple. But he's crawling up on top, he's gonna give me a thumbs up, and then I'm gonna start unloading.
Well, I'm back at my vacation, We're gonna get started again this morning. Get this tractor fired up. Let me check here. Yeah, a little bit too close to the end, but we'll get this started. I'll get repositioned, and another day on vacation.
Oh boy. Yeah, they want the grain. They must have called everybody in town. We got, my dad just pulled out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trucks, and we're hauling hard. So unfortunately, this is gonna be the bottleneck for us. We could get a lot of grain in, but gotta wait in line to dump. So we'll see how long this takes. All right, well, we got Brad in the bin, wiggles the wags. Dad just pulled up in his truck, so I'm gonna take off in mine. I'm full. And I got the lights in the bin, so we can keep going when it's dark. Tighten a couple tubes. And we're forecasted to have up to 75-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow. Oh, 75.
Well, we got him back. We took a poll, and you guys wanted him back, so we went ahead and got him back.
I do as I told.
Yes, that's right. Me too.
Well, at least here.
Who's calling us? I don't know. We're gonna find out what it is. Yeah, so we got him back here to help haul. We're actually running 3 trucks. We actually have Nick running. It's amazing. Doesn't take long, does it? No, we're good. The window's good. So, how was your fall?
My ball.
Yeah, you were hunting?
Oh, it was awesome.
Awesome hunting.
Killed every tag.
Oh,
4 deer, my elk, my bear.
all right.
And fishing hasn't stopped. So
Oh my gosh.
it's good.
All right, you guys, that's what this country's about, I guess. Looks like we're getting there.
Well, I think I'm gonna call it quits for the day. That's the last load, and they're gonna close here in about an hour or so, and we're at the bottom of the bin, and we got 2 trucks that are already lined up to fill out of the bin, so I'm not gonna be able to get it and load in time. And I gotta go find a hat, because the grain back ate my hat, and my dad's hat, and it didn't come out of the truck, so they must be in the back somewhere. We're back at it today, and the weather definitely has moved in. It was like 50-some degrees this morning, which is pretty amazing, but the fact is, it is blowing hard out there. I don't know. I saw 60-some mile an hour once on the wind speed indicator, but it is blowing hard. I've lost my hat twice, and it's probably gonna lose again. I see dust blowing in the distance. I hope everything stays together. We're just gonna take it slow and easy. We're not gonna tarp the trucks because I don't want to lose the tarp. So we'll just won't fill them super full, and we'll just take it easy when we're going into the wind.
So anyway, yep, we're still hauling, but we have got something going on. It's our own little, almost a Durango windstorm. Picked up about 15 minutes ago. They said it was going to blow, but it looks like a fog almost. Probably blowing around 50, gusting up to 60 plus above that. Might have to hold back from hauling because it might not be able to keep the weed in the truck. We're not tarping it because when you get that bad, the tarp starts to lift up. We're just keeping the loads down low, but I think we need to probably just haul it for a little bit and see. I'll get out there and check. Maybe it's not blowing as much out there, but I don't know where all this dust is coming from because a lot of this country is chem followed and recrop, so there's still a lot of cover on the land, but it must have had a couple gusts up there at 70 plus, and probably knocked a few little dust kernels out. So, all right, well, we'll see when we get out there. It's
picked up. Wow. Oh man, that's bad out there. I think the best place is probably be sitting in the tractor cab. At least that way I can watch and see how the grain's doing. But fortunately, these bins are kind of blocking the wind, so it's not blowing the grain out of the back of the hopper. But man, that's terrible. I noticed it's not coming out very fast. There's not a lot flowing, so I bet you that bin is down, which is surprising because I thought that was a full bin, but I guess not. So let's go open the door and take a look inside. Here we go. The wind just hit really hard. Oh, bin lids are opening up. I'm trying to work here and I can't even see because stuff's coating my eyes. What a deal. Well, the elevator called. They're shutting us down. It says too dangerous to keep going, and they're not going to keep filling their train like they're trying, so I can't even see. So yeah, we're just turning everything off. We'll get back to this when the wind dies down.
Okay, well, it's morning after yesterday's 80-mile-an-hour winds, kind of our small little derecho. I was looking around, everything looks okay. I know some of the lids were popped up, but it looks like nothing came apart. But anyway, so we're gonna get back to hauling. After the wind came through, then we got about 1 inch to 2 inches of snow. So we're back at winter from 50 degrees to, I think it's about 25 right now, so that's not bad. So anyway, I'm gonna get this started. Looks like the door got open. It's snowing in the cab. So I'm gonna get this started, see? I think that's the way I started this morning. Anyway, I'm gonna get this going. I'll get this truck started and then we're gonna start sucking out of the bottom of the bin and get a few more loads to town.
Well, we're back at it. It was a little nasty yesterday. There was winds reported over 130 miles an hour in parts of Montana. I don't know what it got to where we're at. We're pretty sure our wind gauge, whatever you call it, does not read accurately, because it said our highest gust was 57, and no, we had gusts well over 70, because we know what that's like. So, it's a little cold this morning. There's a little bit of snow on the ground, and the trucks are warming up. Let's get a little bit of grain moved. The train that they have in there is gonna be there till noon, so they want all the grain we can get them till then.
Hi, buddy. Good morning, Toby. Good morning.
Well, just kind of from the initial look of the place, no lids are ripped off, and the large West Steel lids that were starting to open up, they're staying shut. That's good. The meridians are still on. My dad said one of these roofs on one of these 7,800 bushel bins is kind of starting to flap a little bit, so I think some of the bolts are coming loose. We might have to come tighten that, but overall, not bad. I don't like that kind of wind. It cannot come here. That'd be great.
Okay, yeah, we are hauling while they're loading the train, and there's a circular track, probably about 2.25–2.5 miles long, so the train's quite long. But anyway, I'll show you this. So we have to take, there's about 4 exits that you can enter into this kind of a circle where the train tracks go, and I'm going alongside of it, so eventually this will pass and I'll be able to use the main exit, but we're almost done with the train. Yeah, there's about 110 cars to a unit train, and takes them, maybe 8–10 hours, but this was the first time they had to shut down while loading yesterday when that wind event happened. Never have they had to shut down because of any kind of weather, but it already blew one guy off the car on top while they were loading. He had a safety harness, and they decided it was way too dangerous for workers to be out there, and plus hauling, and there was 5 trucks just in our county that was blowing over on the interstate, so it was quite a wind.
Oh, there, thankfully got the load in.
It wasn't too bad. Just a lot of slipping the clutch trying to get that thing to start rolling. But the truck's parked. We're not running it anymore until it gets fixed. And they're about done with the grain they need anyway, so we're gonna shut down soon. So I'm gonna get back to some other projects, but that's good to get a load in at least, get that done. I am kind of thinking though, gears are turning about that truck. It's such a beater, and the frame's got a crack in it. It has been plated, but there's just a lot of issues with that truck. And the amount of time it would take to fix all those issues and get it to be a decent running truck again, I think we should just find a truck that has a blown engine that's in good shape and pull the engine out of this and put it in that. Because it's got a really good 3406B cat in it that had an engine work in the past probably 50,000 miles. So it'd make a good truck if we just got to find a good glider truck. Is that what they call them? All right, well, we'll figure it out.